Because you know they let niggas, and I blame the nigga, you know that. All the white survivors. It wasn't that white iceberg. It was niggers. I heard them singing while we were sinking. I heard them.
Some random Paul Mooney clips. I don't know exactly what he's talking about on this one. We'll listen to it together. About 2 minutes, y'all. I'll laugh a little bit. He talks about everybody.
You know, they will let white folks make a movie about any goddamn thing. Look at Hollywood. Scissorhands. Give me a fucking break. But I knew they were crazy when they let them make Driving Miss Daisy. In the 90s, Driving Miss Daisy. Fuck Miss Daisy. But my favorite, I have to confess, I swear, don't tell anybody, Lassie. I love that fucking Lassie. Was that a smart dog? God damn, that dog was smart. Remember how Lassie used to start? That was Lassie whistling. That dog was smart, wasn't it? And then they talked to Lassie like Lassie was a person. You know, they just, white folks talk to Lassie like they grew up. Lassie, hey Lassie, hi girl. Were there any niggas? Any dark one, girl? Any real dark ones? That black girl? Make out the police report, Lassie. I used to always like put, you know, your race because you're black into movies. I always thought Frankenstein was a nigga. No, because all the white folks were always chasing Frankenstein. You know? Get him! Get him! He was always running like a nigga. And he grunted like nigga. And when he catch him, he's just like nigga. He whooped their ass with it. He started threw motherfuckers all over the place.
This was called Truth Be Told, Styles P, y'all.
The usual suspects. Frontin' on the gram, frontin' on your man. He was acting sideways, he been frontin' on the plan. Now they at the juice bar, backing up the bands. Got a shitload of fruit, we ain't packing up the stands. We packing up the stores, thugs you adore. Cause we keep the hood healthy, give it to him raw. Wife had the vision and the pharmacy was born. Made a couple sales, now the pharmacy is on. Enough about that. Back to the raps, yeah, you learn to adapt when your finances lack. Some get a job and others get a pack. Couple niggas lose their way and they never get it back. They ain't even dead, but they ain't living life. So me, I double up, yeah, you know I get it twice. Came from the dark, so you know I get it right. And I did a lot of wrong, so I'm trying to do it right. Let the truth be told, let the lies be told. Know the good die young and made wise get old. On a hot summer day, they make your life be cold. You can either play killer or the Gandhi role. Let the truth be told, let the lies be told. Know the good die young and made wise get old. On a hot summer day, they make your life be cold. You can either play killer or the Gandhi role. You can try to front. Me, I'm trying to pump, reminisce on the past. No lights for a month, no food in the fridge. Fuck life and it's dumb. Got a nigga real pissed. Act hype if you want. You can get a shot to your body, a knife to your lung. Shit is getting dark. Yearn from light for the sun. Burn weed, burn money, every bullet in the gun.
Peace and blessings, y'all. It's Friday. We made it to the weekend. This is DVJ&MICHELLE, and this is the Cold World Podcast. It's going to be just a little short, little mini episode. I don't even know if I consider it an episode. Just gonna say a few things, and then got a busy day, so I'm just feeling kind of tired today, and I don't know what it is. Maybe it's because it's late in the week, and just from getting up early every day in the morning. Maybe towards the end of the week it just finally caught up with me, but I just feel sluggish. But yeah, I just wanted to say shout out to our family. We love y'all. Shout out to everyone that's listening. Just want to say also, Michelle and I got a new logo for our podcast, so be looking out for that. It's a logo with with the world, and it's got like ice dripping, like sickles, And then there's a microphone next to it, and it just says Cold World, DVJ and Michelle and stuff like that. It's pretty cool. So be looking for that. Protect yourself out here. Know your rights. You know what I'm saying? Head on a swivel. Enjoy your weekend. You know what I mean? And also, I just want to say, be looking out for our new podcast as well. We have a second podcast we're going to be launching. It's going to be called Made In. And that's going to be kicking off in about the next, I'm going to say, week to 10 days. So we're just finishing up that, gathering up, our ideas and stuff like that, and just putting all that together. And, creating a logo and artwork and all that kind of stuff for it. Yeah, so we're getting that together. That's going to be exciting. Yeah, that's about it. Just wanted to chat with y'all for a minute and say we appreciate it. You know what I mean? Please continue to listen with an open mind, and just take into account when you're listening to our content and the things we talk about, keep in mind that we're seeing, viewing, and talking about the world from our lens, how it's treated us and how we see it and our experiences. You know what I mean? So just consider that. All right, y'all. So enjoy the music, the clips, and the content. Yeah, and I was just doing some digging and stuff like that online and on the chat GPT and all that stuff, and just wanted to see what the internets and stuff were saying about the Cold World podcast. So, yeah, you'll hear that on here. They called us the Ghetto Street NPR. I'm okay with that. That just means we're less polished. You know what I mean? I'm okay with that because I love NPR. We keep it on our bathroom radio all the time. Yep. All right, y'all. I'm going to finish my work day. I'm out just doing deliveries and stuff like that. I'm going to finish up. Got to stop at the store and grab a few things so we're good for the weekend. And, yeah, that's it. Keep yourself safe out there and try having some empathy for somebody. And if you can, put yourself in someone else's shoes. If you're somebody white, maybe try to have a conversation with somebody black. You know what I mean? All right, y'all. Let's get back to this mini episode. And we'll be back in a couple of days with a nice long episode for y'all. All right. Peace. That's what they're saying about our podcast on air, y'all. They called us the Street Ghetto NPR. I'm okay with that. It just means we're less polished. Check it out.
Listeners of the Cold World podcast by DVJ and Michelle have described it as the Street Ghetto NPR, highlighting its raw and unfiltered approach to discussing topics like crime, racism, and personal experiences in Milwaukee. The hosts, DVJ and his co-host Michelle, delve into a range of subjects, including local issues, personal stories, and societal observations, often with a candid and conversational style.
Thought niggas supposed to be happy to see you make it. Yeah, our main motivational tool became the hatred. Maybe I'm just way too cool for all the fake shit. Broke bread with niggas I never should've ate with. Nah. Yeah, that's what the towner do. Type of money I'm getting, hold your counting the counter. Never give them a pound, just show them what the pounder do. I don't know what they doing, cause I don't be around them, dude. Typical, nah, I can't get with y'all. Shit is going on and the love ain't reciprocal. Take heed, yeah, entitlement and greed. Nigga, I own shit, I got the title and the deed.
Nigga, they play me. All the backstabbing that made me crazy, this made me. It's supposed to be this way they play me. Underappreciated, won't replace me. AC, cooling systems in my brain pace. I'm lucky.
Still howl at the moon like a wolf do. This the new P, the one they not used to. I'm a cool G that rap, they got a juice crew. Used to terrorize the city, holding a deuce. Oops, I mean a deuce nickel. Never risk your freedom for niggas that's too fickle. Third up on my lonely, they asking me who's with nobody. Cause I seen niggas turn into rats, niggas turn into bitches. I'm simply giving you facts. It's love and it's hate, and then it's a thin line. It's saints and it's sinners and niggas with big minds. No longer ask, can I live? I simply just get mine.
They played me, all the backstabbing that made me crazy. This made me, it's supposed to be this way they played me. Underappreciated, won't replace me. AC, cooling systems in my brain pace. I'm lucky.
Hey yo, this ain't drill music, this boom bap. And I ain't hating, but this is real rap. I got rid of the old me. You see my nigga selling juice, he got rid of the old P. This Kiss Cafe with the 9 and the cachet. But anything legal, my nigga, so let's play. The old head got his life in order. Millions of dollars and it started with a tape recorder. Don't block them, let them haters see you. Good and bad, then ask them, do they want to be you? I protect hip-hop at whatever cost. But I'm just saying, is it me or is the love lost?
They played me, all the backstabbing that made me crazy.
Master of ceremonies in the building. Hey, yo, Pools, roll the whole zip up. Yo, Luch, get like 4 bottles of the Voss. Tell the soldiers bring like 100 guns. D-Block, forever. Bitch. You say you getting money, but you not like me. I heard you low raps, but you're not as low raps. Close your fucking mouth when you're next to a G. Block 500, but these bullets come free. Uh-oh, money make the world go round. Plus vertical. From no car to a luxury convertible. Niggas that had love, now wanna murder you. I be spazzing, blitzing like all Madden. Me and this pretty honey sharing an orgasm. I'm on the Gatkin, shorty on the Merlot. Fur coat to the homie on the furlough. Driving to Myrtle Beach, slower than the turtle. 65 there, then 65 back. You can get $1 million off of 65 stacks. Get it? We need the head. We need the air. But if the car smell like smoke, then nigga will freeze the air. Freeze.
I do agree with Bernie Sanders on this right here.
To raise the $7.25 an hour federal minimum wage, which is a disgraceful minimum wage, to a living wage. At least $17 an hour, and that is precisely what the legislation that we are introducing today will do. At $17 an hour, at least $17 an hour, and that is precisely what the legislation that we are introducing today will do.
Get her done. Get her done. Because wouldn't that just be like naturally like they should have changed the minimum wage years ago, but I'm saying, but especially with all this stuff going on nowadays, like there's no other better time than to do it now. Wouldn't that just seem like the natural thing to do? Damn, all this shit's going up. Well, maybe we should raise so people are just making more money so they can have money. You know what I mean? To buy stuff, because people are still going to need to buy things. You know what I mean? But in my opinion, this is my opinion. I think it's a pretty strong opinion. Most people, I said most, not all, because most of us aren't rich. Most of us aren't well off. You know what I mean? Most of us do live paycheck to paycheck. And that paycheck could be different. Like I was saying, somebody's paycheck to paycheck, their check might be $900 every 2 weeks. Someone else's paycheck to paycheck might be $1,700 every 2 weeks. Someone else's might be a little more than that. You know what I'm saying? So, but it's still, people in that boat are still living paycheck to paycheck. I know people that are making $70,000, $80,000 a year that are struggling. You know what I mean? But I think, in my opinion, at least for a while, people are going to just be buying the stuff that they need. I mean, people are still going to go out and buy extra stuff here and there a little bit, because we just all do. You know what I mean? You go to the gas station and get gas, you might end up buying a soda that, we all do that. Just got to have better discipline. I know I do. But I think most people are going to just be gassing up their car, paying their bills, going to the grocery store, and that's pretty much it. If something needs to be fixed, they're going to take care of that. You know what I mean? People are going to be patchwork and stuff. You know what I mean? People. I know everyone loves the hell out of shoes, but what? You're going to be seeing people hold on to them shoes a little longer than maybe normally. They might wear them for 3 or 4 months this time instead of, only a month. But people are going to be slowing down, I feel. It's going to be gas, groceries, and bills. For the most part, that's what I feel like people are going to be doing. The vacation account and all that shit. How can someone that claims they're living paycheck to paycheck have a vacation account? I heard somebody say that. It was a few months ago. It was on a radio show. And they were talking about how they got a vacation fund. And I know this individual is not balling. They are not balling at all. They got to be paycheck to paycheck, or just they might have a couple bucks, but still they're not doing it like that at all. So I don't know how they have a vacation fund. But yeah, I feel like that's what a lot of people are going to be doing. It's going to be bills, gas, like if you drive and shit like that or whatever, and just like groceries. And that's it. People are going to be buying the things they need. It's going to be kind of COVID-like. And then you throw all the mass deportation stuff that's going on too. That just equals a shit show. And then too, just think of like some of these rental properties and some of these homes and like houses and stuff like that. Because, I'm sure there's a decent amount of Latin people that, are worried about, the deportation stuff and all that. So I'm sure people are like quitting their jobs, probably not showing up for work, probably not paying their rent, probably just leaving, just skipping out on the place, just up and just geoing out of there. First comes around, the landlord's looking for the rent, they're like, well, and then they go over there and they done left. Apartments abandoned, they done left up out of there because they don't want to get caught or get, pulled, or, you know what I'm saying, sweated by ice. There's people on the south side that are on probation and parole and shit that are having, that are getting, dealing with that ICE shit too. So that, man, it's got to be super stressful on the south side right now. Even if you're just someone that, is going to work, or if you're on probation and parole, that's got to be, I know they got to be. I'm saying I don't know that it's happening or not, but I would assume, I would have to think that the parole agents on the south side, I gotta imagine that they're working with ICE. And just imagine if you're someone like, you go in to see your PO and stuff like that. Just imagine that's gotta be stressful. Like, damn, if they go in, are they gonna arrest, and all that shit? So that's gotta be kinda, yeah. Alright, y'all. But, that's pretty much the end of this episode. Just wanted to take time and just say thank you, and we wanted to put y'all up on and let y'all know that we got a new logo out for our podcast, and that we have a second podcast coming up that's going to be called Made In. So we want y'all to be looking out for that as well. And yeah, I probably said it already, but enjoy the weekend. I'm just racking my brain, just trying to think, like, is there anything that I wanted to like. Oh, they got a Walmart boycott coming up too. If y'all are participating in that or whatever, I don't know how realistic that is. But because one thing I was thinking about, if we boycott Walmart, like we're fucking over the employees that work there, because a lot of black and brown people work at places like Walmart. You know what I mean? So if we're boycotting, isn't that hurting them? So you know what I mean? Like, so some of this stuff is like, you're trying to do good by doing it, but then like you're negatively affecting, you're kind of hurting yourself at the same time. So it's just like, kind of like, I guess you just got to try to find that balance. Yeah, but I'm just putting that out there in the universe. There is a Walmart boycott coming up, so you know, do what you're going to do with that. Yeah. All right, I'm out of here, y'all. Peace. Until the next episode.